A spread bet on HSBC. Let's say it's January and HSBC Holdings is quoted in the stock market at 951 to 952. You check the spread betting company and they are quoting a live price for March at 949 to 956. The spread betting providers quote for a forward date will normally be slightly different to the price in the stock market because their quote reflects the effect of financing and dividends. When you open a spread bet on a stock, you might only be required to put down, say, 10% of the value of the market exposure, with the spread betting provider financing the other 90% of your exposure. Now, obviously, they're not going to do that for nothing, and that's why they charge you a bit more the further out the contract is. For example, the June contract is slightly cheaper to buy than the September one. Let's have a look at a scenario here. Sell. Now, thinking HSBC is overvalued, you decide to sell £20 per point at $9.49. Your bet is the equivalent of a position in 2,000 shares. This is because if you did own 2,000 shares, each penny movement in the price would be worth £20 to you. Now, over the next month, HSBC begins to rise, and it rises to $9.91 to $9.92 in the stock market. The spread betting firm is now quoting March HSBC at $9.89 to $9.96. You decide to keep your bet open, and by the time the bet expires in March, HSBC has dropped back a little and your bet is settled, including the provider spread. Your loss is calculated as follows. Closing price, $9.77. Opening price, $9.49. This leaves a difference of 28. So you lose 28 times £20 equals £560. Scenario 2, buy. Now you're thinking that the stock is cheap, and you decide to buy £20 per point at 956. You decide to take your profit. You close the bet by selling £20 per point at 989. Your profit is calculated as follows. 989, which is the closing price, 956, which is the opening price, and it leaves a difference of 33. You win. 33 times £20 equals £660. For more information, visit www.financial-betting.com.